Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. This is your big brother, Nana Paye, and I, proud citizen of the Republic of Ghana. And I'm coming to you live and direct from North Brunswick, New Jersey. I'm coming to you live and direct from North Brunswick, New Jersey. I'm coming to you live and direct from North Brunswick, New Jersey. Shout out to all my New Jersey brothers. Shout out to all my New Jersey sisters. Shout out to all my New Jersey elders. Shout out to my New Jersey youth. Shout out to all my New Jersey University students. First of all, it's going down today from 5 until 9. Make sure you pull up. Trenton Africans, pull up. Newark Africans, pull up. Montclair Africans, pull up. Jersey City Africans, pull up. Elizabeth, New Jersey Africans, pull up. Willingboro, Camden, you name it. We will be at the Dootsy's Kitchen. D-O-O-T-Z-I-E-S. Dootsy's Kitchen. D-O-O-T-Z-I-E-S today, April 17th, Thursday, 5 o'clock until 9. There's going to be a live podcast interview with Dr. Umar Ifatunde today in North Brunswick, New Jersey. I repeat, live podcast interview. Come and ask your questions. Come and ask your questions. Live podcast interview today. The address if you're pulling up today. The address if you're pulling up today. Food is included. All the soul food you can eat, brothers and sisters. All the soul food that you can eat. It's going down today, 5 until 9. Dootsy's Kitchen. The address is 1090 Cozzens Lane. 1090 Cozzens Lane. And you spell that C-O-Z-Z-E-N-S. C-O-Z-Z-E-N-S Lane. 1090 Cozzens Lane, North Brunswick Township, 08902. My beautiful African queens in New Jersey, if you need a Papa Bear hug, come get one. My beautiful African queens of North Brunswick and East Brunswick and South Brunswick and West Brunswick and Newark and Jersey City, if you need a Papa Bear hug, come on out to Dootsy's Kitchen today. Come and get your Papa Bear hug. Come and get your grub. Dootsy's Kitchen is going to feed your stomach, and the Prince of Pan-Africanism is going to feed your soul. I said Dootsy's Kitchen is going to feed your stomach, and the Prince of Pan-Africanism is going to feed your soul. Dootsy's Kitchen is going to feed your stomach, and the Prince of Pan-Africanism is going to feed your soul. This is what I want to say. I'm not going to keep you too long. First of all, my United Kingdom Africans, shout out to my British Africans, my England Africans, my European Africans. I will be speaking at Oxford Union on May the 29th. In 1963, El Hajj Malik El Shabazz Malcolm X. In 1963, El Hajj Malik El Shabazz Malcolm X spoke at the Oxford Debating Society in Oxford, England. Dr. Umar Ifatunde, in the tradition of Pan-Africanist El Hajj Malik El Shabazz Malcolm X, I was humbled to receive an invitation to debate at the Oxford Union Society. So my United Kingdom Africans, I will be in Oxford, England, debating colonization on the African continent on May the 29th. I don't know if it's open to the public. I don't know if it's open to the public. I don't know it's open to the public, but I do want to say this to my British Africans, my Bristol, my Luton, my Manchester, my Birmingham, my Liverpool, my Brixton Africans. Let me say this to you. I will be coming into England the morning before the Oxford Society debate. I believe the Oxford Society debate is on Thursday, May the 29th. I will be in England Wednesday morning. If you have a podcast, because y'all always asking for the podcast interviews, my England Africans, if you are in London, England, and you want to interview Dr. Umar on your podcast, Wednesday, May 28th, radio show, Wednesday, May the 28th, you need to message me. You need to message me. You can hit me on WhatsApp. You can message me direct. Instagram is not an acceptable form of communication. I'm going to tell you that right now. Instagram is not an acceptable form of communication. I get too many Instagram messages. If you live in London, England, and you want to interview the Prince of Pan-Africanism, you need to message me on WhatsApp or direct. +1 215 989 9858. +1 215 989 9858. +1 215 989 9858. Wednesday, May the 28th. Podcast interviews are not free. If you can't pay, there will be no interview. Podcast interviews are not free, my British Africans. If you can't pay, don't even reach out. The most requested black scholar in the world does not come free. The only black scholar alive to speak on every continent does not come free. The most credentialed black scholar alive don't come free. So if you want to interview me in London, England on your podcast, Wednesday, May 28th, shoot me a text message. +1 215 989 9858. Neanderthal Nation, you can interview too, but priority goes to my African family. I got some Neanderthal Nation interview inquiries from the United Kingdom. Much respect to Neanderthal Nation, but African people get preference. If there's still some room for an interview, I can squeeze you in. South Africa, are you listening? Where are my South Africans at? Where are my Pretoria Africans and my Cape Coast, my Cape Town Africans and my Joburg and my Khayelitsha Africans? Where my South Africans at? I will be in South Africa as a part of the Ethiopian World Federation, of which I am a member. I will be in the Republic of South Africa with my Ethiopian World Federation family, July 13th through July 16th. South Africa, where you at? July 13th through July 16th. It's been a long time, South Africa. It's been a long time, South Africa. I will see you July 13th through July 16th. I believe we're going to be moving around from Soweto to Pretoria to KwaZulu-Natal to Khayelitsha to Joburg to the Eastern Cape. My Azanian Africans, I can't wait to see my South African sisters. I love me some South African women. I love me some South African. I love all African queens. It's something about them South African queens. It's something about those Nigerian queens. It's something about those Ghanaian queens. It's something about those Kenyan queens. It's something about those Somali queens. It's just something about the African woman. Unique within the kingdom. So, United Kingdom, you've been informed. South Africa, you've been informed. Where are my Chicago Africans at? where it all began. Where my Chicago, Illinois Africans? I will be at Northern Illinois University, Chicago. I will be at Northern Illinois University, Chicago, on the day that the Honorable Marcus Garvey joined the ancestors. I will be at the Jacob Carruthers Center for Inner City Studies. I will be at the Jacob Carruthers Center for Inner City Studies, Northern Illinois University, Chicago, Tuesday, June 10th. Chicago, where you at? Chicago, where you at? Tuesday, June 10th at the Jacob Carruthers Centers for Inner City Studies. That's 6 o'clock, 700 East Oakwood Boulevard. I said 6 o'clock on Tuesday, June 10th, 700 East Oakwood Boulevard. Chicago Africans, pull up. Where my Columbus, Ohio Africans at? Who I ain't seen in 8 long years. Where my Columbus, Ohio Africans at? I will be at the Ohio Black Expo. Go to ohioblackexpo.com. I will be speaking at 3 o'clock on Sunday, May the 25th, African Liberation Day. I will be speaking on Sunday, May the 25th in Columbus, Ohio, 3 p.m. on the riverfront, psychoacademic war against black children. And of course, tonight, New Brunswick, North Brunswick, Dootsy's Kitchen. That's where I'm at right now. 1090 Cozzens Lane, Cozzens, New Jersey, pull up tonight. New Jersey, pull up tonight. New Jersey, New York, pull up tonight. 1090 Cozzens Lane, Cozzens, from 5 o'clock until 9 o'clock. Tonight, live podcast interview, soul food dinner, all you can eat, Dr. Umar Ifatunde. I want to say this, that a tragedy took place in Texas a few weeks ago. Brother Carmelo Anthony defended himself. In a state that has a stand your ground law, Texas. In a state that has a stand your ground law, in a state that freely allows people to walk around with guns without a license to carry, in a state that promotes the right to self-defense, a young brother exercised his God-given right to self-defense. He has to stand trial before a jury of his peers in Texas to see whether or not the act was done in self-defense or whether or not it was done in cold blood. I wasn't there. You wasn't there. I don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. But what I do know is no young black boy who gets good grades in school, never been arrested, never been in trouble with the law, is going to take somebody's life just because he feels like it. Now, I've been studying psychology my whole life. I have 3 degrees in it, including the highest credential, which is a doctorate in clinical psychology. Nobody's going to convince me that this young man decided to take a life in broad daylight for no reason at all. I might have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night. But I want to say this to all you Africans on the internet who are apologizing to Caucasian Nation for what happened. I'm sorry to the family that they lost their loved one. I'm sorry to the family that they lost their loved one. I make no jokes about it. No one should lose a child. Black, white, red, yellow, or brown. No one should lose a child. No one should lose a child. But I must say to Caucasian Nation, you take the life of black people on a daily basis without consequence. Police kill us on a daily basis without consequence. White men kill us on a daily basis without consequence. White women kill us on a daily basis without consequence. Look at all the black men murdered by their white female lovers. Look at all the black men murdered in this country by their white female lovers. Look at all the black people murdered by police every day in this country. Look at all the so-called vigilante justice. George Zimmerman pursued an unarmed Trayvon Martin and unalived him. George Zimmerman pursued an unarmed Trayvon Martin and unalived him. Do we need to go down? What about all the mass killings of black people by Caucasians in this country? Dylan Roof is still alive and breathing. Dylan Roof is still alive and breathing. So to Caucasian Nation, it is very hypocritical for you to say black people need to feel for your loss. Although we do, because we are the only human beings on this planet. According to your scientists, we are the only 100% organic, certified, real human beings on the earth. All the other human beings have Neanderthal DNA except the African. But you want us to feel for your loss, but you didn't feel for us when Trayvon died. In fact, you gave money to Trayvon's killer. You gave money to Michael Brown's killer. You raised money for the people who unalived us. And you want us to feel, listen, we are sorry. We don't delight in the loss of life because we are Africans, the only genetic human beings on this earth. But it is hypocritical for you to cry justice before the facts have been laid out, when your people have been so guilty of unaliving our people. The double standard must stop. Y'all still doing documentaries on O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was found innocent in a court of law, and y'all still doing documentaries on O.J. Simpson. Do you know why y'all still doing documentaries on O.J. Simpson? Because in your racist narcissism, you believe you have a right to take our lives. And we don't have a right to take yours in self-defense. You believe that you have a right to take our lives, but we don't have a right to take yours in self-defense. You believe that you have a right to take our lives, but we don't have to take yours in self-defense. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to tell you what I don't like. That brother getting death threats, his family getting death threats, that's not right. Caucasian Nation, when y'all unalive one of us, y'all tell us to be quiet, sit still, and let justice run its course. That's what y'all tell us. Y'all told us that with Sonia Bland. Y'all told us that with Michael Brown. Y'all told us that with Sonia Massey. Y'all told us that with Amir Locke. Y'all told us that with Ahmad Arbery. Y'all told us that with Philando Castile. Y'all said, sit still, Negro Nation. Sit still, Africans, and let justice run its course. So I need somebody from Neanderthal Nation before I get into Dootsy's kitchen, because I'm hungry. Big Papa is a little hungry, but I need somebody to explain to me. I need somebody to explain to me why black people have to wait on justice to run its course when we get murdered by Caucasians. But when one of us is, when a Caucasian is unalived by one of us, it's okay for y'all to threaten us. It's okay for y'all to send death threats, racist language, racist mail, smear campaign, slander, disrespect of every kind. Why is it okay for y'all to mistreat black people before justice has run its course in the courtroom? It's okay for y'all to do it, to mistreat us before we have had our day in court. But when y'all unalive one of us, we supposed to wait until the court makes a decision. I know what this is about. This is about y'all thinking your lives are more valuable than ours. We know what it's about. Every African in America knows what this is about. You believe that your pale life is more important than my melanated life. You believe your Neanderthal DNA is more precious than my original ancient African DNA. We know what this is about. But let me say this. And if you need to reach me, you can text me 215-989-9858. If you need to reach me, you can text me 215-989-9855. To every Negro apologizing to Caucasian Nation in publicly convicting our brother Carmelo Anthony in the court of public opinion before he has had his day in court, shame on you Negroes. Shame on every coon. Shame on every Negro pen. Shame on every black cracker who's on the internet apologizing to Caucasian Nation, condemning our brother to guilt before he's had his day in court because you love your slave master. Shame on you Negroes. I'm so sick and tired of seeing black people get on the internet and say, I'm sorry, Caucasian Nation. I'm sorry, Caucasian Nation. He was wrong. How do you know he was wrong? You wasn't there. You didn't stand in defense of none of our slain when the police took their lives. You didn't speak up for Trayvon. You didn't speak up for Sonia Massey. You didn't speak up for Sonia Bland or Amir Locke or Dante or Philando Castile or Freddie Gray. You didn't speak up for Breonna Taylor, but you're going to get on the internet and speak up for Caucasian Nation? We don't have a history of taking their lives. They have a history of taking our lives, and you Negroes got the audacity. You Negroes got the audacity to get on the internet, get on your hands and knees, and lick the spittle of your oppressor. You got the nerve to get on the internet and get on your hands and knees and lick the spittle of or lick their shoes, lick the soles of their shoe. We so sorry. He was wrong. So much love for your oppressor, none for your own family. That's why we're going to have a civil war amongst ourselves before we can have any other type of war. There can be no revolution in African society until we first identify and isolate the coons. The coonocracy is out of control. The coonocracy is out of control. The coonocracy is out of control. Brothers and sisters, I got to get in here. Dootsy's Kitchen. Make sure you pull up tonight, New Jersey, 1090 Cousins Lane. I'm going to talk about this more on the Art of Dialogue. I'm going to talk about this more on the Joe Button podcast. I'm going to talk about this more tonight at the Dootsy's Kitchen live podcast interview, 1090 Cousins Lane. But the coonocracy is out of control. Before I go, and again, we are sorry for the loss of life. We are sorry for the loss of life. But according to Texas law, a person has a right to stand their ground and defend their life. According to the state of Texas, a person has a right to stand their ground and defend their life. Talking about he had a knife. You damn right. If you a black man living in America, you better be walking around with a weapon talking about he had a knife. You got white boys riding around with guns and y'all crying about a knife. You damn right. If you a black man in America, you better have some kind of a weapon on you. We are public enemy number one. He's supposed to have a damn knife. What's wrong with you? He's supposed to have a damn knife. What's wrong with you? A black boy living in Texas, he better have a damn knife. Hell is wrong with you Negroes. But I want to say peace and Pan-Africanism to my beautiful African queens. Somebody sent me a message. They said, Dr. Umar, Why is it taking you so long to get married? You know why it's taking me so long to get married? Because the queens I need don't travel together. The queens I need don't come to me as a pair. See, I need the queens to find each other and then find me. I need 2 5'5" extra thick in the thigh, voluptuous, intelligent, all natural from head to toe queens to find me as a team. Dr. Umar, we are a team. I want to date my queens as a team. This is the co-wife right here. We the co-wife. This is the co-wife couple you need. Y'all want me to mix and match. That's what's taking me so long. I got to mix and match. Brothers and sisters, I got to mix and match. Y'all want me to mix and match. That's going to take forever. I don't have time to mix and match. So my beautiful African sisters from around the universe, come to me as a team. Come to me with your co-wife already chosen. Come to me with your co-wife already chosen. Come to me with your co-wife already chosen, and we can speed this process up. Come to me with your co-wife already chosen, and we can speed this process up. But please hit the PayPal. We got to get these floors done, and we applying for certificate of occupancy. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Don't talk about Sister Sukihana. That's my sister. We don't have to agree with everything she does, but that's my sister. Don't talk about Sister Sukihana. She ride hard for the prince, so the prince ride hard for Sukihana. Leave that dark cinnamon queen alone. She's not bothering you. Leave that dark cinnamon caramel queen alone. She's not bothering you. She's minding her business. Leave Sister Sukihana alone. Brothers and sisters, New Jersey, I'm in the building. Melanin is dripping. The sun is out. Leo season is a few months away. King Kong consciousness.